afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Spartan Bowl for today's matchup between the Lady Patriots of Jay County and the Connorsville Lady Spartans. I'm Ben Houston, and alongside me this afternoon is my partner in crime, Dane Burchett.
Hello, everyone.
It's been a rough first season for Coach Michael Thompson as his girls have accumulated a record of 5-11. Unfortunately, one of those losses came against conference opponent Anderson Highland back on January 7th. But the Lady Spartans look to put two wins together as they are coming off an important win against Richmond, Dane.
Yes, Ben, that win versus Richmond was big. Not a very good offensive game for the Lady Spartans. However, not a whole lot went right. However, they were able to pick up the victory, and it was a much-needed victory after they lost 5 of 6. They looked to pull together back-to-back victories for the first time this season. As you talked about the 5-11 record and some struggles this year for the Lady Spartans, a lot of that I think we can attribute to the it's Coach Thompson's first year, and with any coaching change, it takes a while for the new offensive system to take effect, if you will. Another thing, Connorsville Lady Spartans have been dealt with some adversity. The leading offensive threat coming into the season, Mindy Cooper, was lost for a good number of games on that high ankle sprain, and the type of game that she likes to play with a high ankle sprain can really limit her, and that really the Lady Spartans suffered, and as we said, the coaching change, it's kind of similar to what happened with Coach Klein and the boys team. His first few years were slightly lackluster, if you will, but now he's got the boys sitting in good shape, 8-1, 4th in the state.
So Dan, you mentioned back-to-back wins and how important that'll be, especially going into sectionals. What are our keys to victory for tonight to see that back-to-back win?
Well, three key things we're going to have to see this afternoon. One is we're going to have to improve shooting percentage. There's not a lot physically you can do just to see if maybe Lady Luck will be on our side tonight and get some friendly irons here in the Spartan Bowl to get some shots to drop for the Lady Spartan offense. Two, we're going to have to run the ball. Jay County's got two girls who play in the post, a true post game, who are over 6 feet. Connorsville also has two 6-foot post players. However, one of those being Erin Winkler doesn't really play a post type of game. She's more of a large guard or a 3, if you will. So Connorsville's going to have to use their small side to their advantage and get out and run and see if we can create some offense that way. And thirdly, we're going to have to pick up the defense. I was able to speak to some of the Lady Spartans before the game, and they said that Coach Thompson has really emphasized defense. A lot of teams have really been able to put up some points on the Lady Spartans recently, and I think it's going to take a good team effort on offense and defense in both, the defensive side both, to pick up a victory tonight against Jay County.
Well, yeah, and we both know how important defense can be, especially as you get ready for the postseason, because it's defense that wins championships, and especially sectional championships.
Definitely.
I'm sure Michael Thompson, even with the 5-11 record, would love to pick up a sectional title here his first year. I think that would speak volumes of how the girls are starting to get what he wants to do with the program. So let's take a quick look at your starting lineups here this afternoon. For the Jay County Lady Patriots, a sophomore guard will run the offense for the Patriots. That's Abby Loy. She'll be in the backcourt alongside a junior, number 40, Sarah Geringer. In the forward positions, there's a junior, number 32, Teresa Reinhardt, and a senior forward, number 42, Chelsea DuBois. And rounding out the lineup for the Lady Patriots will be a senior, number 50, Marky Runyon. We'll be back in a few minutes with tonight's tip-off and coverage of today's game between the Connorsville Lady Spartans and the Lady Patriots of Jay County. Back in Connorsville for the tip-off of today's game between the Lady Spartans and Lady Patriots. Patriots will control the tip as number 40, Sarah Geringer, has the ball for the Patriots. Back outside to number 12, Abby Loy. She'll begin to set up the offense for the Patriots this first series.
As we talked about in the pregame, number 50 for Jay County, that's Marky Runyon, is one of the 6-foot post players. that Jay County has. And it's going to be interesting to see how Connersville's defense responds, to see if Heather Nobby and Aaron Winkler get sizable minutes tonight, trying to apply some pressure as we see the turnover in favor of Connersville.
It was a good defensive possession there for the Spartans as Taylor Isaac's shot's no good, but we have a steal by the Spartans by Jessica Gibson. Gives the ball to Minnie Cooper, back to Jessica. Now Tiffany Birch will try to pick up the loose ball. Birch out to Cooper, and she'll set up the offense for the Spartans. Work the ball inside to Jessica Cooper at the wing, no good. Fish will try to get the rebound. It'll be out of bounds to the Lady Patriots. Good job there by the Spartans there so far, but unfortunately not able to get anything working. Teresa Reinhardt will inbound the ball for the Patriots, gets it to number 40, Sarah Geringer. So the Lady Spartans will apply some pressure to try to get a turnover here early.
So far we have seen good team defense by the Spartans. No real good looks for Jay County, of course. A minute and a half in, no points. But I think Coach Thompson's coaching this last week, harping almost probably, if you will, on good team defense, and looks to have had some lasting effect on the ladies.
It's going to be a foul called on the Spartans. They'll call it on number 5, Mindy Cooper. That's her first, team's first. But as you were saying, Dane, some good overall defense for the Spartans there, getting in front of passes and just really disrupting Abby Loy as she tries to run the offense for the Patriots. Loy will bring it across the timeline. Takes it all the way in, shots up, no good, and that'll be out of bounds to Connersville.
Neither squad has gotten a shot to fall so far. So one of 2 points that have been touched upon. The offense shots not falling for Connersville so far, but some good defense.
Birch swings the ball to Cooper. She's met with a double team, now back to Geringer. Taylor Isaacs to Tiffany Birch, looking for the open woman.
PC, Ben, PC.
Connersville trying to look to get inside. They're not able to. Swing the ball to Tiffany Birch and back out to Minnie Cooper. Katie Fish has been doing a great job for the Spartans so far this season. She's their leading scorer. She averages 12.8 points a game as Geringer will get the steal and put it in the basket, and that'll be a 2-point lead for the Patriots.
Good strategy by the Patriots so far. They're playing a bit of a zone, and as I'm sure they've scouted well and have seen that Connersville's had a tough time making shots. Probably a good idea by Coach Comer for Jay County. They're going to make Connersville beat them possibly from the perimeter with the big front line for Jay County, and we'll see how this strategy works out.
Number 40, Sarah Geringer, putting some tough defense on the Spartans once again, creating the turnover, and there's going to be a foul on the Spartans. They're going to give that to number 11, Taylor Isaacs, her first, team second. That'll put number 42, Chelsea DuBois, at the line for 2 shots. DuBois' first attempt is good, and we'll see some substitutions for Jay County. Number 10, Whitney Homan, and number 34, Cassandra Hulskamp, will come into the lineup. DuBois' second shot is up and good, and it's a 4-point lead for the Patriots. Connersville unable to score so far as Minnie Cooper brings the ball across the timeline. Still looking to create that shot outside and perhaps swing it inside to Gibson or Isaac. So far, no luck for the Spartans.
Connersville hasn't been able to use their speed to their advantage so far. Good pass on the inside of Jessica Gibson. Jay County's done a good job, of getting back on defense and not allowing Connersville to get out and run.
That'll be on number 42, Chelsea DuBois. Well, she'll send Jessica Gibson to the line for 2. I think that's what Connersville's going to need to do, just try to keep pushing that ball inside. If you can't get the ball to fall to the hoop, get to the line. But Connersville's been struggling from the the free throw line also. So we'll see if they can bring that average up here today as Jessica Gibson misses her first of 2. Second rims in, and that's a 3-point lead now for the Patriots. 1-4 here with about 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Spartans coming out with a three-quarter pressure defense again, as Jay County will try the touchdown pass to no avail. That'll be a turnover in favor of the Spartans.
Once again, good defense by Connorsville. Forced the errant pass as it head towards the Spartan cheerleading section.
Cooper tries to work the ball in as there's a kick ball against the Patriots. It'll stay with Connorsville.
The name of this game so far, 3.5 minutes in, has been defense. Stifling on both ends of the court.
Yeah, save a couple easy attempts there by the Patriots. The Connorsville doing a great job on the defensive end. Cooper works the ball over to Birch, who tries to penetrate to no avail, gets it back to Cooper. She thinks about going in. Is going to pass it back out to Birch. Jay County doing a great job of limiting Katie Fischescher's looks, as the officials will call a foul inside. It'll send Tiffany Birch to the line for 2. Fouls against number 50, Marky Runyon. It's her first, team second, so both squads not in any foul trouble yet so far, unlike what we saw last evening in the boys game against Jay County.
Yeah, Jay County picked up numerous fouls early. Really was a key to Connorsville's victory. They were able to visit the charity stripe early and often.
Birch's first attempt is good. It brings the score to 2-4. Still a 2-point lead for the Patriots. Birch's second attempt is good. And it's a 1-point lead, so Connorsville hanging in there, sticking with that full court pressure defense. We'll see if they can cause another turnover here and possibly take the lead on the next possession.
You don't hear a lot about Tiffany Birch. Usually the name you hear concerning the Connorsville Lady Spartans is Katie Fischescher and Mindy Cooper. But Tiffany Birch is really one of the key figures on this Lady Spartan team. The third leading scorer, and also plays with a lot of heart and a lot of defensive intensity. Really just a very important member of this Lady Spartan basketball team.
Yeah, she's done a great job in the absence, especially of Mindy Cooper, as it was obvious someone else was going to have to step up. That shot's no good for the Patriots. Fischescher pulls the rebound, but she has just always been a good role player, and this season has been really able to step up as one of the premier players for Connorsville. Fischescher swings the ball to Birch, gets it inside to Isaacs, who pushes it back out to Fischescher. Mindy Cooper's shot is off the mark, and the Patriots will corral the rebound as Lloyd tries to bring it in and will wisely pull it back out to set up the offense for the Patriots. Camp will get it back to Loy, and she'll try to push it inside. She's met with some stiff Connorsville defense, and a good pass inside to number 50, Marky Runyon. She'll pick up a quick 2, and it's 6-3 in favor of the Lady Patriots.
I was just going to say, Taylor Isaacs is doing a good job on Marky Runyon down inside the post, not letting Runyon get established. However, that time a lapse on defense as Runyon blocks Taylor Isaacs' attempt. She has done a good job not letting her get herself established, regardless of that last possession by Jay County.
Good hustle there by Mindy Cooper. Unfortunately, she's going to pick up a foul. That's her second already here in this first quarter. And that's going to bring in Laura Richards, number 12 for the Spartans. A word on Laura Richards. Obviously the injury to Mindy Cooper really devastated the Spartans, but a glimmer of hope in that was that Laura Richards was forced to step up her play as a varsity player and has really just developed her game to a level that it wasn't already at. She was great in the middle school. Now she's doing very well in varsity play, as the Patriots will be called for a travel, and it'll be ball to Connorsville with this 3-point deficit.
Connorsville Spartans really have some gems in the farm system, if you will, looking to the future of Spartan basketball in both boys and girls, especially freshmen in the point guard position. The boys have Danny Fischescher, who's got a lot of promise, and as you just mentioned, the ladies with Laura Richards.
Laura will work the ball back to Tiffany Birch. She sees Jessica Gibson inside. She puts it up. She'll be fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. And once again, when Connorsville's able to get the ball down to Jessica Gibson, they've been able to get a shot up, and it's been a foul twice now. Let's see if Jessica Gibson can convert on these free throws.
Jessica Gibson shoots 2.
Gibson's third attempt of the day won't fall. She'll have one more. We have a substitution for the Lady Patriots. Number 22, Miranda Betts, has joined the Patriot squad, as Gibson will put her second attempt up. She gets this one to fall. It's a 4-6 disadvantage for the Spartans. They're still down by 2. Still early in this game, though. Lady Patriots looking for some movement, not getting it. Number 40, Sarah Geringer, trying to work the ball. She gets it out to number 5, Dana Horn. That'll be a 3-point shot attempt. That's good for the Lady Patriots. That was number 34, Cassandra Hulskamp, with a 3-point and pushes this lead back up to 5.
Good ball movement by the Patriots on that possession. Not a whole lot going inside. Still good post defense by the Lady Spartans. However, they were able to move the ball around the top of the key, find the open 3-point shot, and it connects for the Jay County.
Sarah Geringer, number 40 for the Lady Patriots, is playing some spectacular defense. That's the 3rd turnover she's caused in this first quarter. Number 21 for Connorsville, Katie Fischescher, will pick up her first foul of the day. Hulskamp will inbound the ball for the Patriots, as Dana Horn will try to set up the offense here. Number 34's attempt this time is no good, but Jay County will corral the rebound as they get it to Sarah Geringer. Back down to Miranda Betts, who swings it out to Horn.
Connorsville had done a good job of boxing out on that play. However, the long rebound was corralled by Jay County.
Sarah Geringer there with an easy 2 points as she was able to split the Connorsville defense, and it's up to a 7-point lead for Jay County. Jessica will try baseline. She's been trapped as they get the ball back out to Laura Richards, who take the 3. Her shot's off front rim. Gibson gets the rebound. Her shot won't fall, and Sarah Geringer, who is all over the court on the defensive side, will pick up the ball for Jay County.
Jay County, as we've seen the last few times down the court, seems to be some lapses in the zone defense. If Connorsville can come up with some good court vision, to find the open lady, if you will, Connorsville is going to do it'll be good for the Spartans to cut into this 7-point lead for Jay County.
Hulskamp's content to hold the ball. She gives it to number 40, Geringer. Geringer's already been able to drive inside a couple times on the Spartans, as we have a couple ladies on the floor. And Geringer will be called for the extra step there before she dribbled. That'll be another turnover on Jay County. Let's see if Connorsville can convert.
Seems to be a rather recurring feat for Connorsville basketball. Connorsville possession with 2 seconds left at the end of a quarter. Seems like one of the last games we had last week. 3 straight times end of first, second, third quarter for the guys. They got the ball with 2 seconds left.
That'll wrap up the first quarter of action. Your score, Jay County 11, Connorsville 4. We'll be right back with second quarter's action.
Let's meet the CHS Martin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back in Connorsville's dug themselves a 7-point hole here to start the second quarter of action. Not much going offensively for the Spartans here. A couple glimmers of hope as they were able to break the Jay County defense. As Birch swings the ball to Fisher, tries to get it inside to Gibson, who will push it back to Birch. Gets it inside to Taylor Isaacs, pushes it to Laura Richards. Her 3-pointer's up. Off back iron this time. Richards able to get the rebound out to Tiffany Birch, and they'll try to set up the offense once more.
We've seen that Connorsville has had some good looks at shots, but once again, they're just not falling so far.
Laura
Seems
Richards.
to be the theme for Connersville Lady Spartan basketball in the last few games.
Patriots will pick up that loose ball, and they'll set up their offense now. They give it to Sarah Geringer, who'll hit it to Horn. She'll take a three way off the mark. Hulskamp will get the rebound. That's another easy two there for the Patriots. Second chance points starting to hurt the Spartans.
Nicole Pfeiffer for Jay County did an excellent job boxing out that time and let the open Jay County Patriot with the open look at the basket.
Birch drives the ball in, no good. Katie Fischer, her first shot of the night's no good. Jessica Gibson will corral the rebound. She'll throw it up as partially blocked. And Sarah Geringer is going to pick up the ball, take it the other way. She'll give it to Horn, who's fouled by Tiffany Birch.
Once again, shots just not falling for the Lady Spartans. 3 or 4 good attempts on that last possession, just no points to come away with.
Erin Winkler will be seeing her first action of the evening as Tiffany Birch just picked up her first foul. 5 team fouls for Connersville, so still a couple to get, or one to get before one in bonus. Dana Horn's first shot's up and good. It's going to be a timeout, Connersville. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take the break with them. Your score, Connersville 4, Jay County 14. This is Spartan Basketball on Channel 3.
And the light has hurt your head. The first thing you do. When you get up out of bed, just hit that street running.
Back in Connersville, minute and 10 seconds into this second quarter, Connersville not able to get anything going as Dana Horn will step to the line for 2 shots. I'm sorry, that was her second attempt. It's no good. But number 30, Nicole Pfeiffer, picks up the rebound for Jay County.
Taylor Isaacs got a hand on the ball, partial block shot.
And Abby Loy will come back into the Jay County Patriot lineup.
Good battle on the inside right now by Nicole Pfeiffer and Katie Fischescher.
Mikey Runyon will take a couple steps and gets the ball up and in. Coach Thompson pleading for a travel call, but he will get no such call as Tiffany Birch brings it across the timeline for the Spartans. Pushes the ball outside to Richards. She'll use her dribble and swings it over to Katie Fischescher, who'll swing it back to Birch. Still nothing going inside for the Spartans here. Richards thinks about the drive and swings it back to Birch, who gets it to Fischescher. Her second attempt is up. And Connersville just can't get anything to fall as Taylor Isaacs tries to pick up the loose ball. It's finally corralled by Laura Richards, and she'll be fouled. We'll give that foul to number 32, Teresa Reinhardt. And that'll be 4 on the Jay County team. Just Connersville not able to get anything inside here so far. And the 2 times that they had, they've been fouled on attempts. So really nothing going offensively here so far for the Spartans.
Quick to note that Laura Richards, one of the shortest members of the Lady Spartans, leads the team with 3 rebounds so far. Yet another attempt at a 3 is off the mark.
For Katie Fischescher, the 3rd time's not the charm, and we'll see Mindy Cooper back on the floor for the Spartans at the next dead ball. Loy will work the offense here for the Patriots once again as she gets it to number 32, Teresa Reinhardt. All right, gets the ball to Geringer. She'll drive, thinks about it, looks for some help, and Loy will pick up the loose ball. Tiffany Birch, some great suffocating defense there on Loy. Geringer gets it inside to Runyon, and they're going to call Patriots for 3 seconds in the lane. Good defense there by the Spartans.
Marky Runyon just decided to take up shop down in the paint on their half the court. However, that is not allowed.
Mindy Cooper will replace Taylor Isaacs in the Spartan lineup as Tiffany Birch will start the offense for the Spartans here once again. Birch gets it to Cooper. Swings it over to Laura Richards, who will try to drive baseline, pulls out, gets it to Mindy Cooper, and she'll set up the offense now. Gets the ball to Fischescher. Her fourth shot is still off the mark, and Connerville just can't get anything to fall.
This is what we like to call a scoring drought.
Mindy Cooper there fighting for the rebound, and she's going to get called for the foul after she was dragged down by the arm.
After numerous fouls in the first half, both teams looking for a foul in the last possession. However, one is finally called.
Unfortunately, that was called on Mindy Cooper and hits her third with almost 5 minutes left here in this second quarter.
With points hard to come by so far for the Lady Spartans. Hitting Mindy Cooper with her third does nothing good for the Lady Spartan offense.
And it looks like Taylor Isaacs will come back into the lineup the next dead ball. As Jay County travels, probably pull Mindy Cooper. And unfortunately, that might be her last action this half. Mindy Cooper not happy. Obviously, with 3 fouls this early, you wouldn't be. As Birch works the ball to Fischescher. Winkler gets it back out to Fish. Will Richards will get it inside to Winkler, and Winkler's pass will be almost corralled there by the Patriots as Laura Richard picks up the loose ball, and she'll try to drive baseline, gets it to Loy, unfortunately, for the Patriots. And another turnover there by the Spartans. Loy gets the ball to Runyon, tries to get it inside. Laura Richards, good defense there. She'll try to run. And they'll tag Sarah Geringer with a foul.
Been roughly 7 minutes since the Lady Spartans have picked up any points in this game. Times like this, when Connersville was getting good shots, they're just not falling. It's a tough on the morale for the Lady Spartans. You start to wonder, what else do you do? Jay County's playing excellent zone defense. Once again, they're getting good shots. Not much else you can do.
Well, this is almost reminiscent of the Newcastle game with the boys, where the boys were unable to put up any points for the first half as Birch will try a 2. It's no good, and Geringer will pick up another rebound for the Patriots. But as we were saying in the Newcastle game, it was just a rough start, and hopefully the ladies will be able to come out and make some adjustments at halftime and add to this their point total of only 4 here so far. Patriots taking their time on offense with the 12-point lead.
Excellent defense by Tiffany Birch.
Tiffany Birch is just, it can be dominant on defense, as you see the Patriots trying to set up anything, and Loy will now have the ball against Taylor Isaacs. Well, that's the one thing you can say about this Connersville Spartan squad. They are great on defense. One thing they might need to work on is boxing out, but other than that, when they're playing up man-to-man, they can do a great job.
Once again, Geringer with that last rebound.
Well, he'll try to work it back up top. And Jay County's going to call a timeout. Be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay with it. Dane, not much happening here for the Spartans so far. Jay County is playing a very tough defensive game, but so is Connersville. Connersville holding Jay County down to minimal points. Obviously, 16 is not what you want in a half, but definitely 4 is not either.
Right, 16 points is a good defensive effort by Connersville. However, when they're matching that with 4 points, not a good sign. This 12-point lead for Jay County. The way the shots have not been falling for Connersville, they're going to have to get this offense started, hopefully before the half and into the third quarter. As we've mentioned many a time before, it's kind of hard to tell the girls, how do you really change? You're getting good looks, the shots just aren't falling. As we said, this is going to be very disconcerting for the ladies, and hopefully shots will just start to fall.
Well, the iron here at Spartan Bowl has definitely been unkind, as Laura Richards has missed 3 outside attempts. Katie Fischescher has missed 3 3-pointers and 1 just right inside the line. So hopefully Lady Luck will get on the Lady Spartan side as Geringer puts down Tiffany Birch.
Tiffany Birch ran into the side of that was Sarah Geringer, and she looks to be hurt.
So we're going to take a quick timeout as Chad and Coach Thompson look over Tiffany. This is Spartan basketball on Channel 3.
Kids have trouble staying within the lines. With some, it could be a sign of a learning disability. Call now to help your child. There's no reason to be held back.
This is the story about a group of kids who volunteered.
Doing something nice for someone.
We cleaned up the park. Did something for the planet.
And you know what? It was great. These are my
New friends.
Are you into it? Call 4-H or check out our website at areyouintoit.com.
Back in Connersville, Tiffany Birch slow to get off the floor there as the trainer will be tending to her. Jay County ball off of the official timeout. Geringer will take her hand at a 3, and that's pure. And this lead has ballooned to 15 points. Connersville still without a shot to go down from the floor. Their 4 points coming from free throws as Laura Richard tries her attempt at her fourth three-pointer. No good. Jessica Gibson puts hers. Rebound up and tries to get it in. No good. It'll be out of bounds to Connersville. Shots just are not falling here for Connersville today.
Evidence of that, a quick statistical look. Connersville 4 of 6 from the free throw line. All of the Lady Spartan points have come from the charity stripe. Not what you like to see with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Richard throws the ball to Fischesser, who gets it inside to Isaacs, to Winkler. Winkler finally gets a field goal for the Spartans, and it's now 6-19, 13-point lead for the Patriots. Winkler been having a bit of a scoring drought herself from the field. It's good to see her picking up some points. Hopefully that'll be the spark the Spartans need to get back in this game.
Also for Erin herself, I know she's been a bit discouraged lately. The offensive game, as you said, hasn't been there for her, and that'll only do good for her self-confidence in her offensive game. She's a very long, athletic individual. Not really a true post player, if you will. More of a guards game. But that only, as we've said, will help her confidence in her game.
Nicole Pfeiffer on that last possession for Jay County picks up the 2 points. Connersville was unsuccessful on their last possession. Patriots will try to work the ball once again. They get it out to Geringer. She's having a great game defensively and starting to pick up her offensive play as well, as Connersville will try to trap her on the outside. And Geringer's going to be forced to call a timeout.
Good defense on that last possession by Laura Richards, Taylor Isaacs.
That'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here with them. Tiffany Birch has ice on the back of her neck, so obviously her neck looked like it could have been hyperextended as she got up under Geringer. Geringer, a much bigger player than Birch, so obviously we hope everything's well with her as the trainers still attend to her. But Connersville down 6-21 here. Dane, something's got to change. It's going to have to happen quick. We're going to have to pull this 15-point lead down a bit if we're going to have a chance in the second half.
Hopefully Coach Thompson's going to be able to go in at the half and say the right things to his Lady Spartans. When you go 14 minutes before you get your first field goal, that's just, as we've mentioned before, and we're going to continue to say, that's very discouraging. And hopefully the offense will come. The Lady Spartans are not out of this game. However, they've only scored 6 points. They're only down by 15. That can easily, not easily, if you will, but it is still well within reach of the. There are some good shooters on this Lady Spartan team. Katie Fischesser, Mindy Cooper, we'll see her again in the second half. Laura Richards has the capability. Taylor Isaacs has shown flashes of a three-point shot, as well as Tiffany Birch, if we're able to see her again in this game.
Well, as you mentioned in the pregame, Connersville is going to need a bit of the lady luck on their side, and unfortunately she hasn't shown up yet here in Spartan Bowl for this Connersville squad, as they are still looking at a 15-point deficit. Foul called on number 30, Nicole Pfeiffer. That's a 16th foul there for the Jay County Patriots as Connersville tries to work the ball. Once again inside, but nothing going as they swing it to Fischescher. Her attempt at a three is finally good. And that'll bring the deficit down to 12 as it's Connersville 9, Jay County 21. Some signs of life here for the Spartans as time dwindles down. That's going to be a travel on Jay County, and Connersville has the opportunity to bring this lead down to 10, perhaps 9 with a three-pointer.
If Connersville can get this lead within 10 points into the half, you have to claim that as a small victory for the Lady Spartans. Down by 15, no field goals really until the last 2 minutes of this first half, second quarter. Really just an excellent sign that there could be some signs of life for the Lady Spartans. Shot way off the mark.
That shot was off the mark for Taylor Isaacs. Unfortunately not able to pull the lead down under 10, but it is only a 12-point lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the first half wrap-up and more coverage of Channel 3's coverage of tonight's game.
The U.S. Navy has always prided itself on dedication to teamwork, whether it's a wingman supporting his lead pilot or carrier LSO watching out for both pilots. Navy personnel have a tradition of looking out for one another. This tradition doesn't end during Liberty. A designated driver can save lives too. His role is just as important as the wingman's. Stick with Navy tradition. Look out for your shipmate.
Your destination. Carol 13, H-53 is coming by Park Police Headquarters, northwest bound.
We face powerful and terrible enemies. Enemies we intend to vanquish so that moments of horror will be stopped.
Target 4. Or take the other truck out. Roger.
We're back here in Connersville. We're actually at halftime of the JV game. We've had the opportunity to bring Chris Bloom down here with us. Chris Bloom exploded last night with 28 points. Chris, a lot of your points came in the second half. You had a bit of a slow first half. Could you tell us what exactly went different in the second half for you?
Well, in the second half, we were able to get out and run and push the ball, and that allowed me to get lost in traffic, and we got the ball down into Matt a little more, which opened it for me, and he done a great job of kicking it out.
Yeah, we noticed early in the game you guys went in and out to Matt a little bit. Then he picked up those 2 quick fouls. It looked like it kind of changed your strategy, tried not to pick up his third.
Yeah, he kind of had to play a little less hard, you could say, so he couldn't pick up 3 because we had to have him in there to alter shots down low because he changes the game a whole lot for us.
It's something we saw, especially like in the Greensburg game, like at the first part of the first half and the beginning of the second half. It seems like sometimes you guys can turn away from that. But instead of trying to create your own shots, when you go into Matt and he can kick back out, it seems like you, BJ, and especially Ryan Henderson, especially in the Greensburg game, did an excellent job of creating shots. And as you said, an excellent third quarter. And looking ahead, to the rest of the schedule, I know you guys have 3 tough road games. And coming back to Richmond, what does Coach Klein really emphasize coming up for the second half of the season?
Well, the second half of the season, he's been emphasizing our defense more because we have really good offense and we know we're going to score, but we have to be able to stop our opponents to win games. And come sectional time, that's what we got to do, is to shut down our opponents and have no fear about who we're playing and just come out and attack everybody.
Chris, you've seen 2 potential sectional opponents in Greensburg and Rushville, and you've come out with 2 big wins against those teams. Is there any concern that they're going to come back a little harder at you at sectionals? And if you do get past sectionals, is there going to be a little bit more on the line when you face Newcastle again at Chrysler Fieldhouse?
Yeah, we know everybody comes in here into the regular season too and wants to take us down because we're big on their schedule. And we know come sectional that everybody just lays it out there and goes as hard as they can. We know it'll be a battle, but we know if we can get through that and go play Newcastle, it's going to be a different game because we want to attack them and get out and not be as much scared as what we were. So we're ready for it.
Well, once again, we've had Chris Bloom here with us at halftime. He exploded for 28 points against Jay County last night, picking up their first conference win of the season. So we're looking for great things from the boys. Now let's get back to the girls' action. Back in Connersville, it's halftime here for the Lady Spartans. Unfortunately, they trailed Jay County by 12 with a score of 9-21. Dane, it's been a rough first half for the Spartans. Let's do a quick scoring recap. Katie Fischescher finally able to hit something behind the three-point line. She has a total of 3 points. Laura Richards has none, and she had a lot of attempts, and unfortunately none of hers would fall. Erin Winkler picked up a quick 2 for Connersville coming off the bench, and those are the only field goals for the Spartans from the free throw line. Tiffany Birch is 2 for 2 with 2 points, and Jessica Gibson's 2 for 4. So obviously she has 2 points also. Dane, what's going to need to change here in the second half for the Spartans?
Basically no real change from the early keys to victory. Connersville has not got a chance to get out and run so far. A bit undermanned under the basket. Connersville, the quicker team of the two, has not been able to use their speed to their advantage. Shots are going to have to fall. We've said it once. We're going to continue to say it. When we've gone the first 14 minutes of the first half, before we finally see the first field goals when all the points came from the charity stripe. Not a good sign for the Lady Spartan offense. The defense has done a good job giving up only 21 points to a talented Jay County club is a good sign. Once again, just keep up the good team defense, get some shots to fall. Hopefully we can speed up the pace of the game. Hopefully Mindy Cooper will not pick up any more fouls, and hopefully not just for the game, for her own personal safety, that Tiffany Birch will be okay. Katie Fischescher, she can continue her hot streak from the end of the second quarter. Hopefully things will turn around and show some signs of life for the Lady Spartans.
One thing that Connersville will need to work on in the second half of action is second chance opportunities. That's the one thing on defense that they need to work on, is boxing out.
Especially the Sarah Geringer.
Sarah Geringer, I mean, if your coach, I just his name.
Coach Comer.
Comer, thank you. It just slipped my mind. I think he has a boy who plays for the Jay County team that we saw last night. But if you're Coach Comer, you are going to be giving Sarah Geringer a pat on the back at this halftime. She has been everywhere on defense for the Patriots. So hopefully Connersville will have an answer for her in the second half. Once again, your halftime score, Connersville 9, Jay County 21. You're watching Spartan Basketball on Channel 3.
When you buy disposable products for your home, you're really saying, it's okay to deplete natural resources. So when they tell you to buy stuff that's reusable, you tell them you'd rather throw it all away. Buy smart, waste less, save more.
Let's try it one more time, all right? Go ahead.
How was school today?
Okay, but with a little more enthusiasm.
How was school today?
Talk to them. Get them to graduate. Don't drop out on your kids.
Back in Connersville for the start of the second half of action. Once again, Connersville trailing by 12. It'll be Jay County ball to start this second half, as Abby Loyal bring it across the timeline for the Patriots.
Almost so close to a over and back call. Jay County would collapse, get the shot to fall.
That's Chelsea DuBois with the quick 2 points for Jay County. Laura Richards will work the offense here to start the second half for the Spartans.
Interesting to see that Mindy Cooper starts the second half on the bench.
Well, with those three fouls, I'm sure Mike Thompson is a bit weary to bring her back out soon, as Katie Fisher will take her shot at a 3, way off the mark, and it's going to be out of bounds to Jay County. Shots just not falling here for the Spartans, even to begin this second half.
A rare sight to see Katie Fisher miss everything. Usually a three-point marksman.
Loyal get the ball for the Patriots as Connersville tries some full court pressure. Sarah Geringer brings it over the timeline for the Patriots, and she'll work the ball to number 32, Teresa Reinhardt.
Good hands by Katie Fisher on that last almost steal attempt.
Geringer for 3. She's hit 1 before. That's her second miss, though, and Gibson will bring the rebound for the Spartans. She needs a little bit of help as she'll work the ball to Isaacs, and Connersville will push it up to Laura Richards. Thinks about driving inside, gets it back out to Isaacs, and she'll set up the offense for the Spartans. Works the ball to Fish-Escher. Connersville still nothing working inside as they try to get the ball to Winkler, out to Richards, over to Fisher, who can't get a shot off. Good look inside to Winkler, who can't handle the ball, and she's going to be fouled.
That zone defense for Jay County just absolutely collapsed on Erin Winkler. She got the ball in the post. There are 3 Patriot defenders basically just swarmed her. However, she was lucky enough to draw the foul.
That was Teresa Reinhardt's second foul as Laura Richards will work the ball on the far side. Gets it inside to Taylor Isaac. Good move. Can't get the shot to fall, though. Number 42, Chelsea DeBoyle, will get the rebound as they give the ball to Sarah Geringer to bring it across the timeline.
Good pressure defense. Full court by Laura Richards.
Loyal set up the offense, try to get some movement down low. Works the ball inside to Geringer, who get good pass to Marky Runyon. Erin Winkler thought she had the block, but she's going to be called for a foul. That'll be the first team foul on Connersville this half.
Just her first foul.
No harm there. Lead back up to 14 for the Patriots, almost 2 minutes into this game. Runyon's first attempt is good, and it'll push that lead out just a little bit further. Connersville's going to need something to happen here quick. This is turning into very reminiscent of the Newcastle game for the boys, where they got down as much as 26 as Marky Runyon's second shot is good. Let's see if the Lady Spartans can mount a comeback like the boys tried to against that Newcastle squad. Taylor Isaacs gets the ball back to Laura. She'll work to Fish-Escher to get it down to Winkler. Nothing working for the Spartans so far. Richards' errant pass to Taylor Isaacs almost went into the basket. However, it hit iron, and nothing working right on Lady Luck's side for the Spartans.
Lady Luck teasing us that time.
Sarah Geringer, good look to Lloyd down low. Her shot's long. Loose ball back to Geringer.
She's everywhere.
She pulls down a second rebound this possession. She'll work the ball to number 32. And Teresa Reinhardt's going to be called for the walk. I think that's a second or third that they've called on her.
I would love to see Sarah Geringer's rebound stat line already, just 2.5 minutes into the third quarter.
Fisher works the ball down to Gibson. She'll try baseline. Her shot's up, way off the mark. Teresa Reinhardt will get the rebound, gives it to Lloyd, and we'll be seeing Heather Nobby's first action of the evening next dead ball. Geringer tries to work the ball baseline. Good defense there by Laura Richards. Works the ball to Runyon. Winkler all over Runyon. Shot no good. Jessica Gibson tried to get the jump ball, but she's thrown to the ground and she looks hurt. Geringer's shot at three is no good, and Katie Fish-Escher will work the ball. We'll have an official timeout, and that's a second Lady Spartan down here this game. Coach Thompson not happy with the call.
The second Lady Spartan to go down. She went down hard.
Coach Thompson is pleading his case to the referee, looking for a jump ball, but we're going to take a break as, once again, Chad doing his full work as a trainer here. We'll be right back with more action here from Spartan Bowl.
Introducing the all-new Enclave. It's a minivan to the max, with features like remote control sliding rear doors, 150 cable channels, a full sky view roof, temperature-controlled cup holders, and the 6-point navigation system. It's the minivan for families on the go.
Back in Connersville, Katie Fisher will work the ball back into Mindy Cooper, and she'll bring it across the timeline. That's the second Spartan to go down. Jessica Gibson hit the floor hard. As Cooper works the ball into Winkler, she'll give it to Isaacs, who tries to give it back to Winkler. Errant pass. Sarah Geringer try to pick up the ball, and a foul's going to be called on Connersville. They'll call that on Taylor Isaacs. Second team foul of the half. It'll be her second, and we'll be seeing number 24, Brittany Miller's first action of the evening. She'll come in for Erin Winkler. Spartan showing full court pressure defense. All 5 of the girls in the backcourt. Errant pass there by number 42, Chelsea DeBoy. That's going to give the ball back to the Spartans with a 16-point deficit, 4:40 left here in the third quarter.
An excellent pass to Chris Bottomley. However, he's a spectator 5 rows up.
Nabi works it back to Mindy Cooper, who gets it to Isaacs. Miller touches the ball for the first time. Her shot's up and good. That's a three-pointer for the Spartans. The first field goal of the second half. That brings it to a 13-point lead. Almost had to pull up the old calculator there, thanks to John. We all have calculators after our mathematical errors last night. The debacle. Good defense there by Brittany Miller. Get in front of that pass. She knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Patriot ball.
That's not meaning to cut you off, sorry, but that's what Coach Thompson has got to love to see when you can bring an individual like, Miller, coming in off the bench, plays a lot of JV minutes, but can provide a spark on defense and offense on the both sides. A pleasant surprise for Connersville.
Marky Runyon there with the turnaround jumper to get 2 for the Patriots, a lead back up to 15. But as you're talking about Miller, Mindy Cooper hits the shot from the wing.
Hopefully playing with a chip on her shoulder after that first half of 3 fouls.
But as we were saying, Miller, maybe you can show a night reminiscent of Andy Lakes against Newcastle, who really brought the Connersville squad back into it. Marky Runyon's shot is too tough. And Heather Nabi will crowd the rebound and give the ball to Cooper. She'll work it, try to create a little transition offense here. That's going to be jump ball. Tejanero keeps it in Connersville's favor, but signs of life still here for Connersville. 13-point deficit. Obviously not too difficult. Fisher works the ball into Cooper. She tries to get some movement out of the other girls. Heather Nabi will attempt a screen.
Be nice to see if Heather Nabi can establish herself in the post, possibly pick up some fouls. The number 50, Marky Runyon, she's doing an excellent job at the heart of this zone defense, collecting a lot of, not so many large amount of rebounds. However, she's doing a good job boxing out, which has done a lot to help Sarah Geringer, the guard, pick up what easily is a double-digit, rebound effort as Brittany Miller, once again off the bench, providing the spark with a second three-pointer.
Yeah, Huelskamp came the other way as Mindy Cooper gets a steal. She takes the shot. They're going to call a foul on the floor, but as Huelskamp went on the other side, hitting a three-pointer, Miller comes back and hits a 3 of her own. If they're going to call the foul on number 30, Nicole Pfeiffer. It'll be out of bounds under the Connersville basket as mass substitutions come in for the Lady Patriots. Number 10, Whitney Homan. Number 5, Dana Horn. And I was unable to see the third Lady Patriot to come in. Fisher works the ball way out to Brittany Miller across the timeline. And she'll see what she can do with this Spartan offense. Number 5, Dana Horn, is called for the foul on Mindy Cooper. Be out of bounds to Connersville. Mindy Cooper will try to set up the offense for the Spartans once again. Fischescher, the shot down low, it's up. No good off back iron this time. Miller tries to get the rebound, but Dana Horn tries to get in there and gets it, and there's going to be a foul on Connersville. Number 24, Brittany Miller, that's her first.
Brittany Miller just caught her from behind. She was also going for the basketball. However, Jay County had position. Foul, it's only the third team foul, 3 apiece for Jay County and Connersville.
Connersville showing a little bit of that pressure defense. They're going to leave Huelskamp open on the side though, and that's her third or fourth free this evening. Coach Thompson's going to have to put someone on Huelskamp, though. This game could get out of hand quickly. 16-point deficit for the Spartans. Brittany Miller try her third attempt at a three. It's no good. Katie Fischer tries to get the rebound, but number 10, Whitney Homan, had possession. Good pressure defense there by the Spartans. Out of bounds to the Lady Patriots, however.
The trap by Fischescher, Taylor Isaacs.
Connersville will show that pressure defense once again.
I think it's about time for Connersville to show some different looks, whether it be change the defense with a zone or go to a full court pressure. We're going to have to get something going right now because what they've been doing so far hasn't worked.
Chelsea DuBois with an easy two down low as there was no Spartan there to contend the shot. Mindy Cooper will try to run the offense once again for the Spartans. Gets it inside to Isaacs, back out to Miller, who gets it back inside to Isaacs. Can't get the shot off to Heather Nobby. She's going to be fouled by Huelskamp, and she'll go to the line for two.
It would be nice to see if the Lady Spartans can take a page from the boys' playbook that we always preach in the keys to victory. We always say the boys, a key for the boys' victory is to go inside to Matt Howard. Let him establish himself in the post. Once the defense collapses, that will allow the outside shots to open up. However, the Lady Spartans, we must say, they have done a good job of finding the open shot. But if someone, whether it be a Katie Fischescher, who is capable of working in the post, or a Heather Nobby, or an Aaron Winkler, or as we've seen in times tonight, Taylor Isaacs, if they can get that zone defense to draw in to potentially provide some help, and hopefully these outside shots for Brittany Miller or Mindy Cooper or Katie Fischescher, if she's not the one working in the post, can knock these down, because Connersville's got some ground to make up. A 17-point advantage right now for Jay County.
Heather Nobby's second attempt was off the backboard, off the back of the rim, no good. Patriots pull down the rebound, and Dana Horner try to work the ball outside. Sarah Gehringer back in the lineup for the Lady Patriots as she's contended by Taylor Isaacs.
50 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Good look inside. Heather Nobby's going to be called with the foul as Chelsea DuBois trying to get the ball up into the basket, but Heather Nobby caught her arm, and they'll go to the line for two.
Just her first.
Foul's not really been a factor here tonight for either team, as everybody seems to be in good foul situations. Unfortunately for the Spartans, they've lost Birch and Gibson, maybe perhaps for the rest of the game with two injuries. Tiffany Birch hurt her neck, and it looks like Gibson just knocked her head on the floor pretty hard. So those are two big losses for the Spartans here. Obviously, they could use that kind of leadership on the floor.
Two starters, as we said, Tiffany Birch, a quiet leader on this team, provides great presence for the Spartans on both ends of the floor.
Patriots have now more than doubled the Spartans with a 19-point lead. Miller gets the ball back to Cooper. Cooper trying to create something on her own, not able to. Gets the ball knocked away, she'll get her dribble back, and she'll set up the offense once again. Cooper tries to drive the ball inside, gets a shot up, off front iron, gets her own rebound.
Good dribble drive penetration right there by Mindy Cooper.
Finally gets something to fall. That leads back down to 17. Good defense there by the Spartans. And I don't know how that wasn't a travel. They're going to call jump ball.
Number 5, Dana Horn for Jay County. She attempted to call the timeout, and actually they're going to give it to her instead of the jump ball call.
Well, that's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break too. You're watching Spartan Basketball on Channel 3.
Disasters a year all come down to one single terrible moment for someone. Call now, because help can't wait. Back
in Connersville, Lady Spartans working on a 17-point deficit here. As number 5, Dana Horn, will work the ball in for the Patriots. We've been told by our production staff on that last time out that we've been making a few errors as I make another one. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Just a quick note, sorry to the ladies. We just did a boys basketball game last night. I mistakenly said Coach Klein instead of Coach Thompson, but again, 1,000 apologies. That's the end of the third quarter. It's Connersville 20, Jay County 40. You're watching Spartan basketball on Channel 3.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Back in Connersville, begin the fourth quarter. Jay County able to blow up and score 19 points that quarter. Defense not exactly there for the Spartans, as Coach Thompson wants a word with the referee before we start tonight's action. I'm sorry, today's action, because it is the middle of the day. So Dane, so far, not much going right for the Spartans. Anything that we could add to what we've already said to try to chip into this 20-point deficit?
20-point lead. Basically what it's going to have to come to now is some good open looks and get the three-point attempt to fall. Good boxing out on defense, no second chances for the Jay County Patriots, and a little bit of luck. That's what it's going to take right now for the Spartans to get back in this game.
Dana Horn works the ball up
good
top
defense
for the
by
Patriots.
Mindy Cooper.
Hulskamp's been lethal on that outside shot. She doesn't take the shot, and the loose ball gets back to the Patriots, and Dana Horn will try to set up the offense once again. And Patriots are going to be content just to let time run out here. Dana Horn's call for the 5-second. Good defense there by Mindy Cooper. It's going to be a turnover in favor of Connersville. Fish Escher will inbound the ball for Connersville. Mindy Cooper will bring it across the timeline. The Spartans are going to have to do something quick if they're going to have any chance at winning this game. It's not over yet, but the clock definitely becoming a disadvantage for them.
Unless something drastically changes here in this fourth quarter, Connersville has not been able to run any real motion, get any fast break opportunities against this Jay County Lady Patriot squad.
Good penetration there by Laura Richards. Her shot's no good, but she does pick up the foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
Number 50, Marky Runyon, her second, team's 5th. Laura Richards shooting 2.
Laura's first attempt is up and good. She has that really high arching shot, not only on her free throws, but also her three-pointers. But hey, when it works, keep going, and that first attempt's good, and her second is up. And it's also good. Now it's an 18-point lead, and I'm sure we're going to see some full court pressure defense as Hulskamp will break it and gets the ball across the timeline, gets it to Dana Horn. She'll drive inside, kick it out to Sarah Geringer. Geringer inside to Runyon. Good hands there by Taylor Isaacs. They're going to call jump ball, possession arrow to Connersville. Good defense there by the Spartans that time, Dane.
So what we're going to need to see here in this last 7 minutes and change, we're going to need to see some turnovers in favor of the Lady Spartans and some big shots.
Connersville obviously doing the right thing, going to a full court pressure defense, but they're going to have to stop the Patriots from breaking it as easily as they did that time, as Hulskamp was able to get in there and completely break it, and now it's a loose ball to the Patriots, and Sarah Geringer will bring it across the timeline and try to drive inside. Good defense by Laura Richards. Gets the ball inside to Runyon. That's a double dribble on Runyon, another turnover, but Connersville's going to have to start converting on those if they want a chance of winning this basketball game. Coach Comer telling his girls to be patient. I'm sure the Spartans would love to see them get a little rattled and start rushing things, hopefully create some more turnovers. Laura Richards works the ball to Fischesser. Inside to Isaacs, back out to Richards for three. That's off the mark, no good. Isaacs with the rebound, tries to get inside to Heather Nobby. Her shot's up too strong. Isaacs works the rebound. It's going to be jump ball to Jay County.
Good time though, excuse me, a good job right there by the Lady Spartans. They did what we had talked about earlier. They got the ball inside of the post. The defense collapsed just enough to kick the ball out to Laura Richards. However, her shot didn't fall. Good rebounding by the Lady Spartans. However, once again, shots just aren't falling. A rough offensive stretch, not only tonight, but for the past few weeks here for the Lady Spartan program.
Chelsea DuBois into the Patriot lineup. And number 32, Teresa Reinhardt's going to be called for the travel.
3 straight turnovers by the Lady Patriots.
Unfortunately, Connors has only been able to convert on one of those times, and that was 2 free throws from the line for Laura Richards as she'll work the ball across the timeline. Richards gets the ball to Fischesser, looking for the open Lady Spartan. Richards gets the ball to Cooper. Cooper goes baseline. Nowhere to go, gets the ball to Isaac, swings it to Richards all the way to Fischesser.
Excellent defense by the Lady Patriots right there to cut off the penetration by Mindy Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper tried her shot at a 3. Is off back iron, no good. And Geringer will work baseline for the Patriots here. Good defense once again by Richards as Hulskamp will have another shot at a 3, no good. Heather Nobby with the rebound, has a Katie Fischesser open. She'll be fouled, and it counts.
Old-fashioned three-point play. As we said, if Connersville could ever get out into the front court and look to run, could be a bit too little too late, but finally it worked for Connersville.
16-point lead now for Jay County as Chelsea DuBois will pick up her 3rd foul. That's 6th on the team, so Connersville will be shooting 1 in bonus. Next foul, as Katie Fischesser's attempt at a free throw is good, and Erin Winkler will be in at the next dead ball.
Lead now down to 15, still within reach. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to play.
Teresa Reinhardt tries to get the ball across, hands it off to Loy, as she'll get it across the timeline, and she'll set up the offense for the Patriots once again. Hulskamp, who's been lethal from behind the three-point line, has the ball for the Patriots. Gets it out to Geringer, who's been...
Tough shot right there by Geringer.
Heather Nobby's going to be charged with a foul there as, once again, Jay County's able to get second chance opportunities, and that's what's been killing Connersville here in the second half.
Foul 32, Heather Nobby, your second.
That's Heather Nobby's second foul, team's 5th. So Connersville still has a foul or 2 to give before they hit 1 in bonus. Tell you what, with 5 minutes left, Dane, if Connersville can get some quick fouls on Jay County with the clock stopped, getting some points would really help their cause at this point. First shot by number 32, Teresa Reinhardt, is up and good, and Winkler will take the spot of Heather Nobby for the Spartans. Reinhardt's second attempt is up, and it's good, and it leads back out to 17. Laura Richards will bring the ball across timeline and set up the defense as she's just going to streak to the basket. Gets it out to Fischesser, who will go in, and she'll be fouled. Looks like they'll give that foul to number 42, Chelsea DuBois. She's picked up a couple of quick fouls.
As you said, Ben, a good job by the Lady Spartans to pick up some fouls on the Lady Patriots. A good chance to put some points on the board without the clock running.
Fischesser was shooting, so she'll get both, but now for the rest of this game, Connersville will be shooting at least 1 and bonus as Fischesser's first attempt is up and good. And Marky Runyon and number 30, Nicole Pfeiffer, will be back in the lineup for the Patriots as number 42, Chelsea DuBois, and number 32, Teresa Reinhardt, will take a seat on the bench. Fischesser's second attempt's up and pure.
Now with 8 points on the night.
Back down to a 15-point lead for the Patriots. Connersville showing that full court pressure defense. It's caused some problems for the Patriots, as it is once again. Loy able to get it across, and now they've got numbers. They get it to Runyon. Fischesser will foul from behind. Connersville can't slack off on defense when they run that full court pressure. They're going to have to get back. Unfortunately, Katie Fischesser was a bit late. That'll be the 16th foul on Connersville. It's only her second. That'll put Marky Runyon on the line for 2. Runyon's attempt is up. No good off back iron. The lead stays at 15 with 4:37 left in the game. Be critical here for Connorsville if Runyon misses her second to pick up this rebound and push the ball. It's off iron, and Isaacs does get the rebound, and she's going to work the ball herself across the timeline, and they're going to try to run. They get the ball to Cooper. She goes baseline. Up and under is no good. She was blocked. The ball will stay with Connorsville. Good look there by the Spartans. Good idea. Unfortunately, there were 3 Lady Patriots to block Cooper down low. She'll take her shot at a 3. It's off iron. Both Winkler and Laura Richards try to get the ball. They will get their hands on it. Jump ball side out to Connorsville.
Good job by the Aaron Winkler for Connorsville to get in and come up with the jump ball for Connorsville.
Fisher works the ball into Isaacs, gets back to Fish and into Cooper.
Bit of a wild shot there.
Good job by Isaacs to try to get the offensive rebound. Unfortunately, her pass went awry, and Sarah Gallagher has the ball once again for Jay County.
I've heard that name quite a few times tonight, whether it be from for contributing on points or rebounds or steals.
Good block there by Aaron Winkler against Loy. It looks going to be ball out to Connorsville. Connorsville with this 12-point deficit, just clinging to life.
As we mentioned earlier, Aaron Winkler, a very long, lean, and athletic player. She's able to provide some defensive intensity with those block shots as Mindy Cooper knocks down the 3-point attempt. It's lead now down to 12.
Lead down to 12, and finally some shots starting to fall for Connorsville. As they've already added 10 to their point total as, Jay County only able to add 2 this 4th quarter. Fortunately, time becoming a big factor here for Connorsville. Boy, gets it to Huelskamp. She's been lethal. This one's way off. Minnie Cooper gets the rebound. They push it up to Fischescher. She's got an open try. And she's going to be fouled by Marky Runyon, and she'll shoot 2. Well, that's something that Connorsville's been having trouble with, is the battle of attrition on injuries. They've had to sit Tiffany Birch and Jessica Gibson, both with injuries above the shoulders. Obviously, it's doubtful that we'll see either of them, as Connorsville's going to take a timeout. That'll be a full timeout. We'll take a break with them. This is Spartan Basketball on Channel 3.
This is Faith Hill for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. As a performer, I've had many wonderful moments to celebrate. So please, when you celebrate, designate. Please choose a designated driver. Remember, friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Back in Connorsville, a little bit of an audio-technical difficulty. We apologize, as Connorsville's Katie Fischescher hits 1 of 2 attempts. The foul's going to be called on Connorsville with 2:52 left to play. I'm sorry, that's going to be on Jay County's Marky Runyon. She's going to be called for the push. Big turnover there for the Spartans with this lead down to 11 for Jay County. Referees are talking something over now.
If Jay County is not careful, one big shot by Connorsville and it's a single-digit ball game.
Referees now talking with Coach Comer. Coach Comer not happy with the call.
So luckily here in this fourth quarter, with about 2 minutes and 52 seconds left to play, Connersville's done a good job of chipping into this Jay County lead. A few more big shots, and Connersville, as they already are, they're back in this ball game.
Well, and hopefully this won't be a repeat of the Newcastle boys game where it was too little too late, but 11-point lead with the three-point shot ability of Connersville. This game is not out of hand yet. There's obviously been some miscommunication on the officials and coaches, as Mike Thompson is informed at the officials' decision.
As we finally get to resume play.
We're going to have a substitution here for Jay County. Number 32, Teresa Reinhardt, is going to come in for number 12, Abby Loy. Loy, who started the game at points for the Patriots, has not had much luck here breaking that Spartan zone. Unfortunately, Sarah Geringer has been having an excellent game for the Spartans as the Spartans turn the ball over. Geringer has been a real key here for the Patriots here tonight. Well, Richards going to be called on the foul. 2:35 left to play, still an 11-point disadvantage for the Spartans. It's going to be one in bonus here for Jay County the rest of the way until Connersville hits 10, and then they'll be in double bonus.
Geringer shooting one bonus.
Geringer's first shot is good. And she'll get a second attempt now with the lead back up to 12 for Jay County. Second attempt is good.
This is the moment of the game where the little things really will start to add up for Connersville. They have to make sure, do the little things like box out, do not give Jay County any second attempts.
Jay County's going to call a full timeout, so we'll take a break too. We'll be right back with more action from Spartan Bowl. It's Connersville 31, Jay County 44. You're watching Spartan basketball on Channel 3.
I ride this useless wooden toy for a living. It's hard. I've been doing it for 13 years. I'm still lame. I do a trick called a 540. Took me a good 6 years to learn. There's a whole generation of skateboarders out there that are just as talented athletically as any basketball or football player. It takes somebody that's not going to be afraid to fall down a lot, because you definitely will fall down. You're not a failure until you refuse to get back up. Drugs are only going to hinder what I'm trying to do. That right there is my idea of getting high.
Back in Connersville, Lady Spartan basketball, as Laura Richards will bring it across the timeline, working against a 13-point deficit with 2:30 left to play. Spartans going to have to do something quick here if they want to try to pull out a victory here tonight. Errant pass picked up by Taylor Isaacs. She'll drive inside. Good defense there by number 42 for the Patriots, as Richards will get a side out back to Connersville. Chelsea DuBois doing a great job on defense there for the Patriots, as Fischescher will inbound the ball for Connersville, gets it to Richards. Richards unable to handle it. It's once again Sarah Geringer, just been phenomenal on defense for the Patriots, really caused the Spartans some problems here today. Jules Camp will work it outside. Fischescher tries to get her hands on it. Well, Richards, some great defense there. Almost got the 5-second call on Geringer. Good defense, good hands by Mindy Cooper. She picks up the loose ball, and she'll push it for the Spartans. Cooper up, no good. Winkler working on the rebound, unable to get the ball in. It'll be ball out to Jay County. With 1:29 left here to play, 13-point lead. Chances of a Spartan victory becoming very slim here today.
This last minute and a half or 2 minutes for Connersville, they really had a chance to get back in this game, had a single-digit lead or close to it, and just really haven't been able to do anything else with it. In fact, losing part of the lead and now down by 13 with a minute and a half left to play.
Hillscamp's shot no good, gets her own rebound. That's been the story of today's game. Second chance opportunities for the Patriots have really cost the Spartans big as the lead's back up to 15. With just over a minute to play, Mindy Cooper will drive the ball to the wing, gets it, tries to get it inside to Winkler. She can't handle it. It's going to be back to the Patriots. 1:09 here left to play with a 15-point advantage for the Patriots. It looks like Connersville will still be unable to get that back-to-back win going here this season.
Right at 60 seconds left to play now.
Sarah Geringer is going to be called for the travel. 58 seconds left to play. Fischescher will inbound to Mindy Cooper. Now playing for pride, if anything. Cooper will take the shot. It's up. No good. Marky Runyon will get the rebound for the Patriots. Good hands by Laura Richards. Gets the ball away. Keeps her dribble. Isaacs inside. No good. And Connersville cannot get anything to fall. They're going to call a foul either on Isaacs or Laura Richards.
Those were the shots that Connersville had to make tonight, but did not do that. We saw about 5 or 6 shots. You can't call it a gimme because nothing is ever a gimme in the sport. But when you're underneath the basket, you've got a clear lane, especially, you know, when you're down by these lengths, you have to convert on those shots.
They pick up Taylor Isaacs on the foul. That'll send Marky Running to the line for one and bonus. Mass substitutions again for the Patriots. Sorry, I'm stepping on your marquee words. Unfortunately, not been able to pull out playing like a woman possessed or call him Windex because he's cleaning the glass. Just things not going the right way for the Spartans here tonight, but they're still putting up a great effort here. Down by 15, Marky Runyon's first shot is off glass, off rim, no good. And Laura Richard puts it to Cooper. She looks for an outlet, can't get it. That's going to be tipped by Jay County side out. Side out. I'm starting to talk volleyball terms now. That'll be out of bounds to Connersville.
.30 seconds left to play now.
Fischescher for 3. It's good. If we could have had that about 24 minutes ago, this game might be a little different. Now 31-49 in favor of the Patriots.
Katie Fischescher now with 12 points on the night.
That's right at Katie's average, so what we needed from her, unfortunately, other Spartans not hitting their averages as of yet. And with 5 seconds left to play, it's all but over here for the Lady Spartans. Your final score, Connersville 34, Jay County 49. We'll be right back with today's wrap-up and a few words about upcoming games for the Lady Spartans. This is Spartan Basketball on Channel 3.
Did you know the Military Exchange 550 unit global prepaid calling card offers up to 140 minutes of talk time from deployed locations? They're only available through your exchange, and any American can purchase or donate one of these cards via APHIS.com. There are prepaid phone cards out there that may look like a better deal, but they have higher international rates and connection charges. We know how important it is to stay in touch, and that's the APHIS value.
Back in Connersville, once again, the Lady Spartans falling short. Your final score, Connersville 34, Jay County 46. do a quick rundown of the stats for today's game. Mindy Cooper ended the game with 7 points and 2 rebounds. Katie Fishesher right at her average with 12 points, 2 rebounds. Laura Richards, 2 points with 4 rebounds. Once again, the leading rebounder for the Spartans. Littlest girl gets the most rebounds. Erin Winkler had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Tiffany Birch had 2 points, and when she was hit with that injury, that really hurt the Spartans. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Jessica Gibson had 2 points with 3 rebounds. Taylor Isaacs, no points, but sharing high rebounding honors with Laura Richards with 4. Brittany Miller had a big 6 points with 2 3-pointers. Unfortunately, that was just too much for the Spartans, or too little for the Spartans, rather. Heather Navi picked up 1 point from the free throw line and 2 rebounds. Dane, a couple of Spartans under their average. Mindy Cooper, a couple points under hers, and Tiffany Birch, 8 points off hers. But with that early injury, it just really cost the Spartans.
Right. Connersville, they had a lot of blocks that they had to come against tonight. Let alone from all season, they've had a lot of adversity. They've had to face a lot of setbacks, and tonight it was just more of the same. The shooting just never fell. And when you have like one of your key shooters in Tiffany Birch, when she goes out of the game, that's not going to help. And that was the number one key to victory tonight for the Lady Spartans. Just didn't happen. We saw a lot of easy shots. The ladies just couldn't convert tonight. Little things. They didn't do an excellent job of blocking out a lot of second chance opportunities for the Jay County Lady Patriots. Another thing, they were never able to use their size disadvantage to their advantage, get out and run with the ball. And the defense was okay. The defense played good at times. However, Sarah Geringer, we mentioned her name plenty of times tonight. She was everywhere, all over the court for Jay County. Just too much for Connersville to handle tonight.
Yeah, we were talking about injuries. You have to also remember we lost Jessica Gibson down low. That also hurt Connersville in the second half, as Jay County was really able to open up that lead in the third quarter. Did a great job in the first half, only allowing 21 points, and did a good job in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, the third quarter just really hurt the Spartans. Not a great night on offense, only 34 points.
Let's not take away from the fourth quarter performance. Connersville really started to put a scare into Jay County with about 4 to 5 minutes left to play. Got that lead down to close to single digits. However, just not quite able to get over that hump and really get back into the game where Jay County was really going to have to step up their game. They were able to basically keep it in neutral from about the fourth quarter on.
Well, that was a point I was wanting to make, too, is the fact that Connersville never gave up, and that's always a great sign. If you're Coach Thompson, that's one thing you can be happy with, as you, unfortunately, with your 12th loss of the season and second in conference plays. That does bring Connersville to 0-2 in conference. So, unfortunately, not exactly what Connersville wanted tonight. Picking up their 12th loss of the season, as we said. I'd like to take a moment to thank our production staff, John Pawsey in the trailer and Justin Roberts and Crystal Few on camera, and our statistician, as always, Lynn Ross here helping us down on courtside. So for Dane Burchett, I'm Ben Houston. Good night, everyone.